friends, today we are going to be making a rain stick that you can use during our movement and music time. So I already started decorating my rain stick. It's almost done now, but I'm going to show you close up. I want you guys to focus on making like a pattern or, making a rain stick with different elements to it. So this is the part I did with paper. I had just put little scraps of paper in a plate. This is a good cutting activity that you can just sit and cut little tiny pieces of paper. Here, I'll show you one piece. It's very small, so it's good practice to cut up little pieces of paper. And I just put glue on there, and I took some in my hand and I stuck it on. And then a faster way to do that is to just take the scraps of paper on the plate and dip the section you put glue on into the plate, so then the paper spreads like that. I use some crayons. I use markers to make my stripes or my lines. I use some paint. The yellow paint is our paint alternative, which is the flour, salt, and water mixture. And then you can add food coloring in it if you have. Or I used drink packages like Kool-Aid, or if you have Jell-O mix at home, you can use that and it'll color the paint for you. And the next paint that I used is conditioner. I just put regular hair conditioner right in the plate and mixed in my drink package, and it was the blue one. So that's what I've done so far. So you can decorate it however you want. Crayons, markers, paint, paper, anything you have at home that's available to you, you can use. So the next step of the rain stick is to cover one side. So I'm using foil paper because I have a lot of this at home. But if you do not have this, you can use foil. I'm using wax paper. I think I said foil, but I'm using wax paper. But if you don't have this at home, you can use foil. You can use paper towel. You can use spare construction paper if you have it laying around, spare paper you have laying around, anything that will cover the holes on your paper towel, toilet paper roll. So I cut this down to a square that will fit a little bit overlapping, and then I'm gonna fold this up, and I'm gonna use rubber bands, because that's what I have at home, to just seal that onto the toilet paper roll. This is a part you might need moms and dads to help you with. Just gonna hold that down, and then you're gonna twist just to get a nice tight seal. So it should look something like that on the bottom. If you don't have rubber bands, that's totally fine. You can use glue, you can use tape, anything that will get you a nice seal on your rain stick so that whatever material you put inside will not fall out. So the next thing you're gonna do is fill your rain stick. I'm using salt, which makes a really fun, oh, do you hear that? Listen. It makes a really fun sound when you put it in. And I think for a rain stick, salt really sounds like rain falling from the sky. But if you don't have salt, or you would rather use another material that you have at home, you can use beans, you can use rice, you can use pasta, you can use anything that you have at home that'll make a nice rain sound. So after you fill in your salt, I put about 2 tablespoons in there. I just eyeballed it, but that's about 2 tablespoons in there. It does not have to be a lot. Even a few beans or a few popcorn kernels will make a really nice sound. But if you want to fill up more, you can. Just try not to go more than halfway. So this is your toilet paper roll. You don't want to go past halfway of it. After you do that, you're going to take more paper, whichever type of paper you used. I took my sheet and I folded it in half just to make it a little thicker, to have a stronger barrier. And then I'm gonna cut that into a square. Choop, choop, choop. Then this part is easier. You're gonna just place it right on top, and you're gonna push it over to get a nice tight seal. And then you're gonna take your rubber band and you're gonna go around 1 and 2 times. If your rubber band is bigger, you might want to do it 3 or 4 times. Just make sure you have a nice tight seal. There should be no bubbles here. And what I usually do with my rain sticks is I flip it over after I have both sides, and then I take this part off because sometimes I don't get such a tight seal on it, and then I push the paper flat so I get a nice tight seal, and then I seal it with a rubber band just to make sure it's firm and I have no problem with spillage. After you do that, you can leave it just like that and you have a beautiful rain stick. I'll use it a little bit with the rain stick. It's good to go slowly, or you can go fast. That's what the salt sounds like. Obviously, if you use different material, you'll have a louder sound, a softer sound. It just depends on what you use. And if you think that your decoration is hidden, you can always take your scissors and cut off any extra paper that seems to be in your way. So I'm just gonna do that for the bottom row, but you guys can do it for the top and bottom. And then you have more of your rain stick to see your decoration. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoy this activity and have lots of fun, okay? Bye-bye.